Alright guys, it's here. The video game adaptation that a lot of us have been waiting for, including myself. And that is saying a lot because I think this game franchise is overrated as hell. But since it's finally here, let's talk about it.
Whatever you plan to do it now!
So Warcraft is the newest film that is based on a video game of the same name, Warcraft and World of Warcraft, directed by Duncan Jones. At first we follow the Horde and we learn that the Horde's world is dying, so they cross over into Azeroth where the Alliance lives, and this culminates in the initial meeting between the Horde and the Alliance. Alrighty guys, so let's get into Warcraft. So this movie was in my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2016. I was looking for this movie quite a lot, mostly because of Duncan Jones. I'm a fan of his work. I liked Moon from what I saw of it. I loved Source Code, and mainly because I'm not a big fan of Warcraft. Honestly, I think it's overrated, but I was interested to see how Duncan Jones would tackle this franchise because he is a fan of Warcraft himself. And I gotta say, contrary to a lot of what critics have been saying, I actually enjoyed this movie quite a bit. The visual effects in Warcraft are absolutely outstanding. Seeing the worlds of the Alliance and the Horde, really cool. The Horde's home world in particular looked really cool. The attention to detail on the Horde's faces, in particular the orc that Toby Keppel was portraying, the level of detail in his face, I couldn't believe how good the attention to detail was on the orc's faces. Toby Keppel was honestly my favorite part of this movie. I can't remember the orc he played, but I'll put the name right here. Toby Keppel's orc that he played was the most sympathetic character in the entire film. Honestly, I enjoyed the Horde side for acting. I thought they were really good. The chieftain would be sucking the souls. I thought he was really cool. On the Alliance side, I enjoyed Ben Foster. I enjoyed Dominic Cooper for what he was. Paula Patton, I enjoyed too. I mean, she was fine. The action sequences in Warcraft were a thrill to watch. Seeing them battle on the Alliance side, the Horde side. I think Duncan Jones did a great job of directing the action set pieces. In particular, one that took place in this canyon, I thought was really cool. Another thing is that I think honestly this movie had a lot of promise. Now take that note. And it built up this world for people who don't really play Warcraft like me very well. I also have to mention the score by, I can't remember this guy's name is, but I'll put his name right here. He is actually the composer for Game of Thrones, or at least the main composer for the main theme of Game of Thrones. I thought he composed a hell of a score. I thought the score was really well done. Now, as much as I did enjoy this movie, guys, I have to say, I did walk out feeling a little disappointed in this film. I mean, I will say this, it's not the disappointment that Fantastic Four was, like that's a colossal disappointment, but Warcraft did have some disappointment to it. I honestly feel like the story felt a little half-baked. There were some characters who I did not care about, like in particular, the main Alliance leader. He honestly felt like a typical hero. When it came to the Alliance in general, there were a lot of characters who I just did not care about. In particular, the wizard character, the mage character, I honestly thought he was the worst part of this entire thing. I was not on board with him at all, to be honest. There were some sections where the story was adding up, and there were some sections where I felt like there were just things not adding up. Like, I feel like that stuff was cut out. There's a part with Dominic Cooper, and what he says, I just thought, wait, am I missing something here? Another thing is the pacing of this movie is literally sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes all over the place. And the transition sometimes just came out of nowhere. At one point, it just cut to a different scene, and I didn't know why the hell we were at this one little scene we were at. And also, another thing I have to say is that the final fight itself, I thought was kind of anticlimactic. Like, it was building up, and I was like, yeah, that's gonna be a brutal fight, and okay. That was quick. Now, even though I am a little disappointed in Warcraft, I still enjoyed the film nonetheless. I think it's better than most video game adaptations. I do feel that the film was harshly criticized. Like, one critic compared this to Battlefield Earth. Like, come on. Nonetheless, I still enjoyed Warcraft, and overall, I'm gonna give Warcraft a 3.25 out of 5. Fans of the game are going to enjoy it. Even I feel like that non-Warcraft fans might enjoy this movie. I mean, hey, I'm a non-Warcraft fan, and I enjoyed the movie quite a bit, so I'd say check it out. Alrighty guys, so comment, let me know below, what is your favorite video game adaptation of all time? Let me know below. If you guys enjoyed my review of Warcraft, please like and share this video. Click right here, and as always, until the next review, I will see you all next time.